day, feeling like a king. Sitting out in my truck, freshmen wishing they were me. Old Chesney singing about them boys of fall. Yeah, this was our year, we were gonna win it all. It was skipping class, it was wasting gas, always paid in cash from mowing grass that hot last summer. We were living fast on top of the world, trying to find a guy old enough to buy a little cheap wine for you, girl. Game days, we were jerseys in the hall. Yeah, barely 18, but a bunch of know-it-alls. Whoa, blink an eye and then you're there. Whoa, on a gym floor and folding chairs. Yeah, yeah, throwing caps up in the air. Couple tough boys shedding tears. Never thought it'd disappear. Senior year.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
I wish somebody would have told me, babe, that someday these will be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. Someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of these good old days.
I was thinking about the band. I was thinking about the fans. We were underground, loading merch in that 12-passenger van in a small club in Minnesota, and the snow outside of First Ave. I just wanted my name in the star. Now look at where we at, still growing up, still growing up. I would lay in my bed and dream about what I've become. Couldn't wait to get older, couldn't wait to be some. Now that I'm here, wishing I was still young. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would have told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. Your little hands wrapped around my finger, and it's so quiet in the world tonight. Your little eyelids flutter 'cause you're dreaming, so I tuck you in, turn on your favorite night light. To you, everything's funny. You got nothing to regret. I'd give all I have, honey, if you could stay like that. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up. Don't you ever grow up. Just stay this little. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up. Don't you ever grow up. It could stay this simple. I won't let nobody hurt you. Won't let no one break your heart. No one will desert you. Just try to never grow up.
to the sound to silence the cars. We're cutting like knives in a fist fight. And I found you with a bottle of wine, your head in the curtains, and heart like the 4th of July. You swore and said we are not shining stars. This I know, I never said we are. Though I never been through hell like that, I've closed enough windows to know you can never look back. If you're lost and alone, or you're sinking like a stone, carry on. May your past be the sound of your feet upon the ground. Carry on. Carry on, carry on. 8 years old, couple cane posts, sitting down by the creek. Lines in the water, watching those bobbers, seeing that red sun sink. Mama's on the porch yelling supper's hot. Y'all come and get it. We yelled 5 more minutes. At 16 it was 12:03, standing at her front door. And Katie's dad said midnight, but we needed just a little more. Yellow light flipping on and off, interrupting that good night kissing. We wanted 5 more minutes. Time rolls by, the clock don't stop. I wish I had a few more drops of the good stuff, the good times. Oh, but they just keep on flying right on by like it ain't nothing. I wish I had me a pause button. Moments like those, Lord knows I'd hit and give myself 5 more minutes.
I know you moved on to someone new. Whole life is beautiful. You were the light for me to find my truth. I just wanna say thank you.
Leaving to find my soul. Told her I had to go. And I know it ain't pretty when our hearts get broke. Too young to feel this old, watching us both turn cold. Oh, I know it ain't pretty when two hearts get broke. Yeah, I know it ain't pretty when two hearts get broke.
I hope someday we'll sit down together and laugh with each other about these days, these days. All our troubles we'll lay to rest, and we wish we could come back to these days, these days.
Con los terroristas.
And do the Harlem Shake.
Con los terroristas. El
Salutatorian, Landon Mathis.
Thank you, Phil. Good evening, again. I want to thank everybody who made this day possible. Teachers, the office staff, lunch ladies, custodians, school administration, and everybody in between. I also want to extend my gratitude to all the parents, family members, friends, and others here today. Thank you all for being with us through the years and for helping us get to this point. During our time at Shenandoah, our class has often been posed with difficulties and challenges. Most notably, we had COVID, we were a very small class, not always the greatest at academics, and definitely not the best when it comes to sports, but we still made it here today, and with a lot to show for it. Even though the amount of students sitting in front of me now is small, I am here to tell you it is large when it comes to potential. Whether your future plans include pursuing higher education, entering the workforce, joining the military, or even if you still have no idea, I believe your future is bright. With that being said, many of us will be attending college in the fall, and I'm very proud to say that 10 of us are going to IU, and only 3 of us are going to Purdue. Go I am also extremely pleased to say that absolutely nobody walking across the stage today has ever used any form of artificial intelligence to complete their schoolwork. This graduating class has seen and experienced a lot throughout our many years today. Just to name a few, we have the Gritty, Vape Alarms, and Levi Lewis wearing a cheerleading uniform to school. And I will never forget sitting in Mr. Brandon's class and watching a car explode in the parking lot. We also had a very memorable and historic football season this year. It began with our team killing Fremont High School 28-14, and I will leave it at just that. We had so much success amongst our various school organizations. FFA, one of the best organizations of its kind in the whole country, made multiple national placements and appearances. Esports team finished second in the state, and the band received a gold rating at the ISSMA state competition. Our many athletic programs also took home conference championships, county championships, and countless other victories. I know it sounds cliche, but we really have been through a lot. For example, our performances each year for the homecoming activities were honestly pitiful. But this year, we finally won Power Cup in boys volleyball, which is good enough for me. We proudly posted those 2 beautiful spray-painted trophies above the lockers in our hallway all year long. We also managed to survive through 3 years of using the most frustrating laptops I've ever put my hands on before getting upgraded to our networks. As we conclude this chapter of our lives and prepare to embark on new adventures, let's remember the journey we shared. Some of us hated high school, some of us loved it, and some of us were somewhere in the middle. Despite the challenges, setbacks, and occasional frustrations with this school, we have persevered and arrived at this moment together. Whether our paths lead us to further education, the workforce, the military, or beyond, let's approach the future with optimism and determination. Each of us has the potential to achieve greatness, and I have no doubt that the class of 2024 will go on to accomplish remarkable things. Be phenomenal or be forgotten. Congratulations, class of 2024. At this time, I would now like to introduce Jason White, the class secretary.
grade proves useful once again. While some, like myself, have attended Shenandoah for the entirety of their enrollment as a student, many have come and gone, and we've certainly gained many new faces over these last 13 years. Even so, Shenandoah has provided us with a sense of community that would prove difficult to replicate at any other school in the area. The close-knit, familial structure of our student body is what makes it so hard to take the next step in life, even though most of us would still agree that this place could be a jail cell at times. Growing up, I was always envious of you Middletowners. Not being able to ride my bike to my best friend's house whenever I pleased has become the center of my jealousy throughout grade school, and I grew bitter about the trivial hindrances of County Road 63 North. But over time, living outside of the circle of Middletown gave me perspective. It allowed me to appreciate the time I spent with my friends at school. For many of us, school has been a place to grow and mature into young adults surrounded by teachers and staff who genuinely care about their students' lives outside of the classroom. I'm forever grateful for the teachers here who allow us to be people first and students second. Graduates, I would like to remind you of some things that I myself easily forget from time to time, and that I think each and every one of you deserves to do. First, appreciate your individuality. You are as unique as a fingerprint. Just as children celebrate each other without judgment, cherish yourself in the same way. Find a mentor, or two, or five. They're great at acknowledging your small victories when you don't see them yourself. They might also tell you you're stupid, but at that point you probably deserve it. All of your questions are valid questions. Whether you're just curious or you don't understand something, your questions open the door for growth and knowledge. Ask until you get it right, because the only person who thinks you sound dumb is yourself. Not every minor inconvenience requires an apology. This is one that I struggle with the most. Throw out those people-pleasing tendencies and instead offer a way to help or better the situation, because empathy can be shown in other ways besides saying I'm sorry. And finally, you deserve the world. You deserve the unfiltered joy that dogs feel when you come home to them after school, that toddlers feel when they see their favorite character in Disneyland, and that your best friend feels when you make them laugh until their stomach hurts. You deserve nothing less. I always loved the last day of school. Final bells at 3 o'clock, saying so long to Mr. Leach and others. But now I'm 18, and I've enjoyed my fair share of sports seasons and school dances, events I've waited my entire life for, but now only exist as memories. I used to love last days. Going to college has been that unreachable, unthinkable phenomenon, always in the back of my mind and now right in front of me. All too often I found myself longing for this day and the events that would follow. A young woman whom I admire once told me that I shouldn't push away the seasons. But today is the last day, and the seasons are changing, and I wish I would have done things differently. So going forward, as a memo to myself and to you, find peace in the seasons, lest your heart grieve things you have not yet lost before the seasons change. To wrap things up so that we can officially start the summer business we've been waiting so patiently for, I would like for our graduates to show some appreciation for those who came to support you today, and for those who have supported you on this journey through your most innocent, most awkward, and most headstrong years. I would also like to thank our teachers, administrators, and staff who really do more than we realize to keep this place in order and running smoothly. And lastly, thank you to the Shenandoah community for allowing me to flourish into the young woman I am today, and for helping us pass arguably the hardest test of our youth, high school. Congratulations, everyone, and I wish you the best of luck for your future endeavors. Thank you for sharing your childhood with me. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you the principal of Shenandoah High School, Mr. Greg Allen.
Thank you, Elise. Good evening, and welcome to our distinguished graduates, our parents, teachers, school board members, and community members. To begin this evening, I would like all of our graduates to take a moment and look around at each other. Go ahead. Over the past 13 years, you've spent, if my math is correct, Mrs. Fries, please don't check me, 2,340 days together, learning, growing, and forming friendships. Today is most likely the time that you will ever be together as a whole group. Take a moment to remember the ups and downs that you've had and that you've been through over the last several years together. I encourage each of you to carry the memories and pride that comes with being the Shenandoah Raider with you wherever you may go in the world. It is my sincere hope that wherever you land in life, you make yourself, your family, and your alma mater proud. Excuse me. Proud to call you a Raider. Because this may be the last time you're together as a class. Before you leave today, I really encourage you to take some time to talk to each other and express what you mean to each other. Express what friendship has meant to you. What you admire about the person next to you. Mention a time that your friend was there for you and in your corner. Or just thank them for being you. As you prepare to go out into the world, I would like to take a few moments that I have left in your service to give you a few thoughts on life that I wish someone would have told me when I was an 18-year-old graduate. Enjoy each moment of your lifetime. You don't get to live any moment more than once, so make the most of each day. Wake up with the attitude daily that this is going to be a great day. Choose happiness over misery, and never go to bed angry. Trust me, it makes the next morning very rough. In terms of the job, seek a career that fulfills you. There's a great quote that says, find out what you love to do and then find somebody to pay you for it. If you do this, you're never going to feel like you worked a day in your life because you will love your job. My advice is to work hard so that you can play hard, which I know all of you like to do. Always try to impress the people around you with your efforts and your great decision making. Be the type of person you would want to work for you if you owned a business. And treat every job as if you are the owner of that business and truly care about the job that you do. This will pay off in raises, promotions, and great reference letters from those former employees. For those of you going to college, and I say this every year, go to class. Get out of bed. Study hard, and guys, you have to read. I'm sorry, you have to read. And expand your opportunities for knowledge, and this will help you have a great choice or choices when you get out of school for the dream job that you're looking for. Next, I would warn you to really worry about a work-life balance. It's really important for your family life. You have to have a source of income, there's no doubt about that. But be careful to separate work from your valued family time. Not all, but most of the problems that you encounter in work can wait until the next day or until Monday. Remember that jobs come and go, but family is what matters the most. Family supports you, family encourages you, family inspires you. And they will be the ones around you in your darkest hours of your life. And they're also the ones that will brag about you and embarrass you. Next, surround yourself with people who are good for you. So many times bad decisions can be avoided by simply surrounding yourself with people who seem to make good decisions. People who care about you and not what you can do for them. Financially, I advise you guys to read a book about finances sometime before you start school or your first job. I really wish somebody would have given me this advice. Because each of you needs to learn how to manage your money well right now when you don't have any, right? There's a huge misconception that the more money you make, the better you'll be at managing it, and that's just not true. You'll just have more money for waste. Begin saving for retirement and investing the moment you get your first job. And when you land your first real job, don't go out and buy a car. They're a horrible, horrible investment. Start saving. Again, I said this again because it's so important. For retirement, the day you land your first job. And if you plan on having children, start a college account as soon as your child is born. Because guys, and your parents can say amen to this, college is expensive. The last piece of advice is something I tell my own children all the time. It's really important and super simple to understand. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Many of your life's battles are going to be fought based on your attitude. And there's a great quote that I read every year that really hits home when dealing with the trials and tribulations that will come your way. And it's by Charles Swindoll. He said he was convinced that life was 10% of what happens to him and 90% of how he deals with it. And that's with you guys. That's the same. You're in charge of your attitudes. Be sure to conduct an attitude check when things aren't going your way. Don't play the victim and stay positive. If things aren't going well, don't blame others. You alone are responsible for your happiness, your successes, and your failures. You wake up each day and you have that choice to be happy or unhappy. Choose happiness and positivity. When you play the victim or approach problems with a negative attitude, you're going to handicap your ability to fix your own problems. I would like to close with remarks from a quote from Mark Twain. 20 years from now, you'll be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than the things you did. So class of 2024, go forth and make great things happen. Keep a positive attitude and make Shenandoah proud that you went to the Doha. Thank you. Dr. Barrington and our esteemed school board, it is my honor to present to you the Shenandoah High School class of 2024. Each student seated before you has completed all the state and local requirements for graduation from Shenandoah High School.
Elise Renee Boyd. We'd like to thank her mother Vicki for preparing her for the world beyond high school, and her father Ross for nurturing her college softball dreams. Chase Sydney Imsweiler. We'd like to thank her family and friends for their endless support and for getting her where she is today. She would also like to thank her best friend for always and forever supporting her. Cohen Shores. We'd like to say thank you to all of the family, friends, and staff who made this all possible for him. Landon Joe Mathis is deeply grateful to everyone who has made his life possible and worth living, especially his parents. Our next diploma will be presented by Shenandoah Elementary Principal, Mrs. Brittany Coleman. William Abbott. I'd like to say thank you to his family and friends for always pushing him to try harder. Garrett Adkins. We'd like to say thank you to his mom, sister, dad, and grandparents. He would not be here if it were not
but she especially wants to thank Cassia, Alyssa, and her parents for keeping her alive. Emily Rose Andrews would like to thank her family, Mr. Allen, Mr. Riedner, and Mr. Cross for believing in her. She would like to leave you with this thought. To exist is to change is to mature is to go on creating oneself endlessly. Felicity Grace Blondell wishes to say thank you to her family, especially her beautiful mother, her brother, her boyfriend, and her friends for helping her. Morgan Blower would like to thank her family and friends for being there for her this year. Brianna K. Joanne Boyd would like to thank her family, friends, and the Shenandoah staff for helping her get through high school. She would also like to thank Mr. Stanley for helping her for the past 2 years and for pushing her to do her best. Bailey Brantlinger. Bailey would like to thank her family and teachers for pushing her to do her best and for always believing in her. Mason Andrew Brunner would like to offer a big thank you to the teachers, staff, and custodians. Thank you for making every day better. Thank you to his mom, dad, and friends for the wonderful memories. Jocelyn Campbell would like to thank her mom and dad for getting her this far and for helping her graduate. Mason Cash would like to thank friends and family for helping him have a good high school experience. Bobby Collins would like to thank his family, Sean and Jay, for helping him get through his high school years. Madison Cooper would like to thank her friends, family, teachers, and many other important people who helped her succeed along the way. Thank you. She loves you all. Our next diploma will be presented by Shenandoah faculty member, Mr. John Davis. Charlie Davis. Charlie would like to thank everyone who helped her through her life. Cooper Stanton Davis would like to thank his family and friends for encouraging him throughout these 13 years of school, and a special thanks to his pop-pop. Alan Jason Demick. And his friends for supporting him for the last 4 years. Caden Kennison Demick. Caden would like to thank his family, friends, teachers and staff, and himself. Kaylee Deweese. Michaela Christine Deal would like to say thank you to all her friends, family, and the Shenandoah staff for helping her stay strong this past year. And to her mom, thank you for taking care of me from above. Jasmine Elizabeth Ezel. We'd like to thank her grandmother for not only supporting her for her entire life, but especially these past 3 years. Without her, she would not be who she is or where she is today. Our next diploma will be presented by Shenandoah faculty members, Mrs. Michelle and Mr. Jason Freeze. Evan Michael Freeze. Evan would like to thank his family and friends for their love and support over the years. Ava Gabrielle Garrett. We'd like to thank her parents, Melinda and Joe, for pushing her so hard to get here, and all of her friends for being there for her whenever she needed them. Lillian Amaya Jane Goings. I'd like to say thank you to all the friends, family, and teachers who have supported her throughout the years. Good luck to Logan as he completes high school. She loves you all, especially Mrs. Huster Kennedy. Emily Green. We'd like to say thank you to those family and friends who have had her back, and especially a huge thank you to Connor for really motivating her to get through these last 2 years of school and for always sticking by her side. Tyler Jonathan Green. To his family and friends, he would like to say, thank you. You keep him going. Taylor Joe Griffiths. Wants to thank her whole family for being there for her, but mostly her mom, who has been there throughout her whole life and who has helped her the most. Braden Grimm. We'd like to say thank you to everyone who helped him through high school. Kyla Hannah. To her parents, thank you for being her unpaid therapist while she made her way through high school. Ava K. Harder. Would like to thank her family, friends, and teachers for the last 4 years. Landon Harder. Would like to say thank you to all his family, friends, and the Lord for helping him through high school. Cassia Grace Marie Howard. Would like to thank her parents, brothers, grandparents, friends, and teachers for always being there for her and being her biggest supporters in life. And a special thank you to Amira for helping her become the person she is today. Levi Lewis. Levi would like to thank his family and friends for all of the support over the years. His dad, mom, grandparents, Aunt Christina, Victoria, Jersey, and everyone else here tonight. Brooklyn Lone. Would like to say thank you to her friends and family for helping her through high school and for everything they have done for her. Ethan Lloyd. Would like to say thank you to his family and friends for always helping him, especially his mom, dad, brother, and girlfriend. thank you, Shenandoah, for making his high school experience enjoyable and memorable. Kyrie McGuire. Would like to thank her friends, family, and especially her mom and stepdad for getting her through high school when she didn't think she could. Brooklyn Merker. We'd like to say thank you to everyone, especially her dad and sister Phoenix, who made this year more bearable, as well as to enhance her high school career in academics and sports. Brandon Miller. Would like to thank his amazing parents and family who helped him get here. Shelby Monday. Would like to thank her family, friends, Jess and Tyler, for encouraging her throughout high school. She wishes prosperity to teachers, friends, family, and siblings. Corbin Michael Parsley. Would like to thank his parents, especially his mom, his grandparents, and his friends for all they have done to support him. Mariah Haskell. Would like to say thank you to all the friends and family who have supported her throughout high school. She does not know where she would be without you. Jocelyn Paige Patterson. Would like to say thank you to her family for always supporting her and for always pushing her to be her very best. And she would like to wish her great-grandma a happy 90th birthday. Elizabeth Abigail Paxton. Would like to thank her mom and dad, her family, Michaela, Tiana, and everyone in her life who makes it wonderful. Brendan Peebler. We'd like to say thank you to the friends and family who have supported him throughout his schooling. Zayden Pittman. Zayden would like to thank his family and all of the Shenandoah staff for supporting him, with a special thanks to his close friends for always being there for him and for helping him become the person he is today. Coy Price. Would like to thank all of his siblings, parents, and friends for supporting him through all the stages of his schooling. Shelby Raines. Shelby would like to thank her friends and family. Landon Reddick. Landon would like to thank his family, friends, and the Lord for getting him through all these years. Micah Rhodes. Would like to say thank you to all his friends, family, and brothers in red who have always supported him along the way. Hunter Keith Rogers. Would like to say thank you to his parents, family, friends, and dog Rusty for helping him get through high school. Thank you for always believing in him when he doubted himself. He is forever grateful. Tate Sanders. Could not have done it without the immense support from his family and friends. Jacob Smith. Michaela Jade Storm. I'd like to say thank you to her family for pushing her to her limits when she didn't think she could do it anymore, and for getting her here today. And thank you to Mr. Cross and Mr. Sapkowski for making every day a day to remember. Michael Thompson. Would like to say thank you for all the memories he has been able to make and all the amazing people he has met. Hagen Gage Clyde Thomas. Would like to say thank you to his family, friends, teachers, coaches, and fans for pushing him to be the best he possibly could be. Rylan Tubbs. Would like to thank his mom, pops, and everyone who inspired him to fulfill his dreams. Elena Marie Tyler. Elena would like to thank her parents, Doug and Lori Tyler, her family, as well as her teachers who have helped her along the way. Matthew Updegraff Moore. Would like to thank his family and friends. Brooklyn Van Busker. Brooklyn would like to thank her family for being her biggest supporters and getting her to this point. She would also like to thank her teachers, coaches, teammates, and Evan for always pushing her to be her best self. Dakota Whaley. Dakota would like to thank her family for always pushing her to her limit and doing her best. She wouldn't be where she is without their endless support. She would also like to wish her sister good luck. Nicholas Wheat. Would like to thank his friends, family, teachers, and especially his sister for helping him get to where he is today. Chloe Wilcox. Chloe would like to thank her boyfriend for his endless support. If it were not for him, she would not be where she is today. She also wishes good luck to her siblings as they go through high school. Logan Williams. Logan would like to thank his family and friends for always being there for him and for providing the foundation he needs to begin a new chapter. Miles Williams. Would like to thank his teachers, his family, his friends, and his recruiter who have all pushed him to get here today. Raven Victoria Willman. Would like to thank her mom, Mimi, Papa, and her little sister Scarlett, as well as her friends, family, and teachers for shaping her throughout the most formative years of her life. She is grateful for you all. Bobby Grace Wright. Bobby would like to thank her mother, her nana, and her boyfriend for pushing her to do her best and for believing that she could. Jaden Young. Would like to say thank you to all his family and friends for supporting him. Ashley Zodi. her family and friends, and a special thank you to her mother in heaven, who she knows is watching over her.
Students, by the power vested in me by the great state of Indiana and the great school board of Shenandoah, I now pronounce you graduated. Congratulations.
We would like to invite the audience to stand and all Shenandoah alumni to join in singing the alma mater. The words can be found printed in your program.
Oh,